I'm very pleased to be joined with here on Primetime Local News today with Canadian artist Mauve. Mauve, we're talking about your new single called Starting Over. So talk a little bit more about, is it more about relationships or life, or what's the story behind the single here?
Yeah, so Starting Over is one of my first songs that I released that is really a more sadder, emotional song that I've released. A lot of my other ones are very positive and upbeat. But this song was written as I was kind of going through the emotions of processing a heartbreak, and it basically kind of flowed out naturally when I set out to write it. I was just sitting at the piano and kind of feeling what was going on and all the frustrations and disappointments building up. So I really felt moved to want to write about, a different topic that I don't usually share about. So it was nice for people to see this more vulnerable side of me.
As I was listening to the music and I saw some of the comments, you mentioned, you usually post upbeat stuff and now you're posting a little bit more vulnerable song, like you said there. And, people seem to really be embracing this side of you. So how does it feel to know that your fans are just supporting what you're doing here?
Yeah, it just really warms my heart because, sometimes it can be a little nervous to share different sides of you, but it's important to show people that you're human, you have multi-dimensional feelings going on. So I think it's important to sing about the happy parts of life and also about the not so happy parts of life.
Talk about growing up in Toronto and having all these outlets for yourself to be successful and develop the way that you are developing as an artist right now.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to be from Toronto because there's so much diversity in terms of the music and the culture that you have access to. So you can get inspiration from so many different styles of music and different kinds of people. And growing up, I attended a lot of musicals downtown that were going on. There's lots of productions that happen. And that's what kind of really struck me and made me in awe of what people can do on stage. So I think kind of that energy and liveliness of what was going on in Toronto really inspired me to want to share that same energy as well on stage, and just having so many cool local artists around me to kind of influence my sound.
At first glance, when I listened to some of your music, I did pick up those Sia type vibes. And I know you mentioned Amy Winehouse as someone you also really enjoy watching and listening to. So how have those two really kind of shaped the way that you do your music and try to emulate off of?
Yeah, Amy Winehouse and Sia really inspired me in terms of how they leave their heart on their sleeve when they're writing music. They don't really hold back on the emotions that they share or the rawness that you can feel in their vocals. Like, they're such powerhouse vocalists. And I'm the kind of person that really likes to be all expressive in music and just really feel it. So I think, their kind of influence is seen in my music by, just not wanting to hold back and just wanting to express it all.
When you're getting all this attention and all this recognition, what does it mean to you personally?
Yeah, it means the world to me because when I'm writing this song, these are like very personal songs to me. I kind of just write them for myself if I'm going through something, just wanting to get it out there. And then just the timely process of going out to record it, working with the producer, getting the music video done, figuring out all the graphics and such. And then when it's finally out, and knowing that people are receiving it just makes it all worthwhile because it's months and months that kind of goes on behind the scenes of preparing for the song release. So when I see people like connecting with the lyrics and saying they saved it on Spotify, it is just so nice to see, and it's such a great reward to have.
And lastly, if people want to go check out your new single or any of your music, where can they go do so?
Yes, so I have all of my music on Spotify and iTunes, and also on YouTube. I have other music videos from my previous singles on there. And on social media, my Instagram is mauve.music and Facebook as well. So yeah, I'd be really appreciative if people want to go check it out.
Well, Mauve, I really appreciate your time and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.